students, today's point of discussion is formation of PCl5 molecule. Remember, PCl5 is one of the finest examples of sp3d hybridization. Now what happens exactly right here? Central atom phosphorus undergo sp3d hybridization, and no doubt what sp3d hybridization exactly is. It is the process of mixing and redistribution of 1s, 3p and 1d orbital of valence shell of same atom to form new set of 5 hybrid orbitals, and all of those are said to be what? sp3d hybrid orbitals. Now the possible scheme, as far as orientation of the newly formed hybrid orbitals is concerned, in this very case what happens in sp3d hybridization, hybrid orbitals are arranged trigonal bipyramidally around the central atom. There are two types of bonds, or initially one can say two types of hybrids. Out of the 5 hybrid orbitals, 3 hybrid orbitals are directed towards the 3 corners of the equilateral triangle. Those are called as equatorial hybrids, and remaining 2 hybrid orbitals, so one hybrid go above that plane and another hybrid go below that plane, producing what? Bipyramid. And those 2 hybrid orbitals are called axial hybrid orbitals. And very important thing to be noted is the equatorial hybrids exert a greater repulsion on what? Axial hybrids. Thus axial hybrids are somewhat longer than the equatorial hybrids. Now let's see the formation of PCl5. So in PCl5, central atom is phosphorus having atomic number 15. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3, that is 3px1, 3py1 and 3pz1. Now valence shell electronic configuration of phosphorus is 3s2, 3p3. So valence shell electronic configuration of phosphorus is 3s2, 3p3, that is 3px1, 3py1 and 3pz1. Right here 3d orbital is vacant, that is 0. So 3d 0, 3dxy 0, 3dyz 0, 3dzx 0, 3dx square minus y square 0 and 3dz square 0. Now box diagram for this can be drawn in this manner. So this can be the box diagram for what? The electronic configuration of phosphorus in ground state. So 3, 4, 5 like this. Now very first step involved in the process of hybridization is the formation of excited state. If possible, then central atom prefer to undergo excitation first of all. So right here in valence shell of phosphorus, what happens? 3s orbital, which happens to be lower energy orbital, it is fulfilled. It contains 2 electron, and d orbital is vacant in the valence shell, which happens to be higher energy orbital. So phosphorus prefer to undergo excitation. So what phosphorus does right here, it transfers an electron from lower energy orbital, that is 3s orbital, to the vacant 3d orbital of the valence shell. Thus excited state electronic configuration for phosphorus, which can be written as, so excited state electronic configuration for phosphorus can be 3s1 when it transfers an electron to that d orbital, 3px1, 3py1, 3pz1 and remember 3dxy1 and rest of the orbitals, that is 3dyz0, 3dzx0, 3dx square minus y square 0 and ultimately 3dz Now box diagram for this can be drawn in this manner. So this is the box diagrams for excited state electronic configuration of phosphorus, which can be drawn at. Now during formation of PCl5, that is phosphorus pentachloride, what happens? Central atom phosphorus undergo sp3 dehybridization by mixing 1s, 3p and 1p orbital of the valence shell of phosphorus. So we know very well that the number of hybrid orbitals formed during the process of hybridization is just equal to the total number of atomic orbitals mixed. As 5 atomic orbitals are involved, 1s, 3p and 1d, newly formed hybrid orbitals by number will be also 5. So these atomic orbitals, each containing unpaired electron, undergo mixing. I mean 1s, 3p and 1d orbital undergo mixing and redistribution, and that lead to the formation of 5 sp3d orbitals, hybrid orbitals. And as far as these hybrid orbitals are concerned, now these hybrid orbitals are directed trigonal bipyramidal manner like this. Say these are the sp3d hybrid orbitals which are directed trigonally around the central atom phosphorus. These are called as equatorial hybrids. Now the remaining 2 hybrid orbitals which are somewhat longer than these. So one hybrid is above this plane and another hybrid is below this plane. So these 2 hybrid orbitals experience more repulsion. Thus, what happens? These 2, I mean axial hybrids, are somewhat longer than the equatorial hybrids. And remember, each and every sp3d hybrid orbital possess unpaired electron. So these are able to overlap. Now it's turn for what? Chlorine. We know very well that atomic number of chlorine is 17. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5, that is 3px2, 3py2 and 3pz1. Now this is valence shell of chlorine, and in valence shell 3pz orbital contain unpaired electron. So it has a right to undergo overlap. So 5 chlorine atoms come closer to the phosphorus along with the half-filled pz orbital, which happens to be dumbbell shaped, and ultimately overlap with what? sp3d hybrid orbitals of phosphorus, and that lead to the formation of 5 PCl bonds, leading to the formation of PCl5 molecule. So PCl bonds in PCl5 are result of sp3d p overlap. Now this can be picturized as, so this is central atom phosphorus, and these are the equatorial PCl bonds which can be drawn, and these are the axial bonds. So these are the equatorial and these are the axial bonds. Remember, axial bonds are identical but somewhat longer than the equatorial bonds. Now Cl-P-Cl bond angle is 120 with what? Equatorial plane, but Cl-P-Cl axial angle is 180, and Cl-P-Cl, I mean axial and equatorial PCl bonds are at 90. Thus the geometry of PCl5 molecule is trigonal bipyramid. Remember, so as it is an excellent example of sp3 dehybridization, and 5 hybrid orbitals so obtained are directed trigonal bipyramidally around the central atom. So the resulting molecule will have the trigonal bipyramidal geometry. So it was the formation of PCl5. Thank you very much.